Guys, we are talking today about the dog days of summer, how we can push through, and how to just keep progress over perfection. Right, Haley?
Right. Well, this came to us because we're real people and we wanted to talk about kind of how we're feeling. And
we're tired.
If we're feeling it, we know other people are out there feeling it. We've heard it from our agents a lot that they are just like, man, this last half of the year has been pretty challenging. It's been pretty hard. They're fatigued. There's burnout. There's a lot of stuff like that going on. Kids are now back in school. So it's like, okay, we finally have a breather. Like, let's reprieve a bit, breathe. So how do we kind of get back from that with with our little protocol we'll go over, but it's like
simple,
kind of getting
simple stuff.
out of that because we do need to stay in action. We need to keep the one paddle in the water, one oar in the water at all times.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, how do we do that without feeling so run down, without feeling so burnt out, and just like knowing we still need to do things when we really, really don't want to.
Well, I mean, the three words that come to mind for me is awareness, acceptance, and then action. So awareness, be aware. If you're run ragged and you're a little fatigued, it's late August. It's normal.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're human, right?
Yeah.
And with acceptance, I think be kind to yourself. Like, sit in it, acknowledge, and have grace for yourself. Say, you know what? Yeah, you're a little tired. I can accept that. What am I going to do about it?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you work some half days. Maybe you do a weekender. Maybe you do nothing on the couch for 3 days in a row. Maybe you Netflix a whole series. I don't know. But because we all know our different version of self-care, right? But take that into account and try to recharge the batteries.
I think it's so important to recharge the batteries or you can get burnt out and then there'll be when you hit the I quit, F it button, that's when we lose. And we don't want to hit that button.
The only time you lose is if you quit.
Yeah, we don't want to hit that button. But we want to stay in it and continue in it. But like you said, we're feeling it. Like we're tired. Rates are coming down. We're busy right now. It's like, man, dude, is there going to be a break, you know?
2025 has not been easy on us. It's been kicking our ass like six ways from Sunday.
There's, personal things go on, professional things go on, relationships are hard to deal with, all those kinds of things. So being in late August, it's getting, it gets a little shaky. There's okay.
Speed wobble?
Yeah, the wheels start to shake a little bit, but like you said, it's about I like what you said. It was awareness, like feeling in it. What was it? Acceptance, awareness, and
the last one's action.
Of what are we going to do?
Because we're aware that we're tired, we're a little fed up, maybe we're a little snarky, we're a little crusty, a little barky, and say, okay, I accept this condition. I'm human. It is the nature of a human is to be flawed and to get frayed edges and to be a little barky at times. And say, so what am I going to do about it? What can I do about it? And the key is having a strategy. In all things, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Yeah. So doing the minimum, doing something, and because the only thing that kills us is inertia when we don't do anything.
When we stop, that's when we get frozen. And so when we were kind of coming up with this, with the 3 action items, I think number 1 was continue to stay in your routine. Whatever your and we're not saying your work routine, rigid work routine, what's your self-care routine? Yeah. Making sure you're moving your body in the morning or whenever, if it's at the end of your day, whenever it happens, getting at least 30 minutes outside under the sun. Well, right now it's really, really hot. But,
swim.
Whatever it is. Jump in the ocean. What are you doing for yourself? Do not let up on your self-care routine. Do not throw in the towel on that because that's the most important thing you can keep during this time.
Moving your body, your mind, and your spirit. Whatever that means to you, reading books, walking the dog, whatever, surfing, whatever it is. But keep that moving forward because when you move those 3 things, you feel better. Right. You just do.
Well, I know we talk about it a lot where it's it gets you out of here. And when we really don't want to, that's when our routine shows up. I really did not want to go to the gym this morning. I was my back feels a little sore. I could probably use that as an excuse. But guess what? I got to the gym and I started stretching it out and I was like, oh, I feel a little better. I got back into my routine. I got into my house. I made my breakfast, did all the things when I almost was at the point, if you hit that F it button, you're probably not going to be in your routine of what your normal activities are in your
you're
morning.
in a major funk the rest of the day,
yeah, you're
right?
totally thrown off. So that's why staying in a routine, I think, is so important, especially when you're just really not feeling it, because it just gets your body moving. It gets your
something.
spirit.
Maybe it's not the normal workout you do. Do an abbreviated version, but you still moved. You know what I mean? Because people say, listen to your body. You could tell your body too.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing this.
Yeah.
And it'll snip, snap, get into shape.
Yeah, well, that's like I go really hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then usually Thursday I'll do like the Peloton, or like yesterday I took my dog on a 4-mile walk, and then back in the gym Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So like usually I give my body, because I feel it. I'm like, Thursday my body's a little beat down after 3 days of really doing it.
But
So
you can coast into the weekend a little bit
but
easier.
it's part of the routine, and I know what I'm doing every time at that time. And
Absolutely.
it just takes the brain out of having to think. So it's one less thing that my brain has to use brain power for, because the brain wants to run on routine. It wants to run on habit.
Craves a routine.
When you're not in your habit and you're in your funk, or you're in different things, your brain is exerting more energy, because it's like, wait, this is off. What are we doing here? I have to figure out what we're actually doing right now.
Like, why am I spending so much energy? This sucks.
Yeah, so that, I think, first and foremost during the dog days of summer.
Keep your routine together, whatever that looks like. And you have a routine, whether you're aware of it or not. You have a routine. You do certain things in certain orders throughout the morning.
Yeah.
And maybe create a routine where you move your mind, your body, your spirit in some form or fashion. And whatever that means to you in the morning time is the best time, because you prime your day, right? It's like looking through a window. I can look at my grumpy, angry window. I can look at my I'm grateful for everything window. I can look like I'm meh, like I'm a 6 out of 10 kind of window.
Yeah.
But whatever window, that's how you see the world, is what the window, the mindset that you bring is like the window you're looking at. And that's how you're going to see the world. So have a say in it with your routine. The other thing is, keep the ball rolling in one form or fashion. Get a minimum metric, whether it's visiting 5 past clients, calling or DMing, or inviting 10 people to your open house. Just do something to progress the ball down the road, right?
We were talking about this, and it's like, we have a pretty high goal on our team, so we have to pretty high metrics where we want to be. And right now it's okay. I think if you pull off a little bit, you're still hitting your metrics, but you're maybe not making the 50 calls. Maybe you're hitting the 25 calls. Like you're saying, you're still progressing forward, and you're not completely stopping, but you're maybe not striving to hit the mountaintop every single day right now, but you're still getting to your numbers hit that you put. Like, if it's 5 DMs, 5 calls, 5 past clients, 5 businesses to go visit that week, then that's it. Have five things that you do that day, and it's done. And it was one thing, but in 5 different metrics.
You know, it's
done.
like, I love how you said that, because it's like you do front squats and you do deadlifts and you have PRs, right? Is it possible to PR every day?
No.
But do those other days where you don't, do you think it helps you build towards the next PR?
Absolutely.
So even those days where you did 3 out of the 10 things and you're kicking yourself in the face because you're like, I only did 3. You did 3 things. You did 3 things.
Yeah.
Like, you showed up, you had 10 things you set out to do, and you accomplished 3 of them. That's a huge win. And that's what we mean. Be kind to yourself. Like, you put some numbers on the board, you moved the needle, you didn't stay in bed or hide under the bed like sometimes I want to do, right? And you did things. So that's what we mean, is like, just keep the ball rolling, because you will have a time where you're feeling peak performance and you're going to PR like a mofo. And all those little days where you did something instead of nothing contribute to that next PR.
Yeah. And that leads us into like the third thing. So even if you don't hit your PR, or even if you're really struggling hitting your metric, that's your lower metric that you hit, it's at least do something that day.
Yeah.
Do one thing, whether it's serving, going out and volunteering, or going out and being outside with other people, having conversations, knocking on some doors for your open house. Just do something at least once a day.
Yeah. I mean, I love how you said that. Go at the food bank, volunteer at your church, make 5 calls, do 5 pop pies, go to a farmer's market and say, I can't leave until I give 15 cards away. And then 15 cards, I'm out. Done working. Do something. One thing a day will keep you in the rhythm. It's like a placeholder for that day, that when it comes that you feel better again, and you can go Richter again and do all the crazy things. But that day is like a placeholder where you don't lose your streak. It's like, I think of Jerry Seinfeld, where he did an X. And he wrote a joke every single day. And he said the key is don't break the chain.
Yeah.
Don't break the chain of X's.
Some days his jokes were friggin' shit. They were terrible. But he still came up with a joke. And that's why he's one of the top top comedians to this day. He's known as one of the top.
He never broke the chain, right? Then good writers, Ryan Holiday, Ed Milet. We have all these great authors. We love Malcolm Gladwell. And they all say the same thing. Just sit and write.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's going to be rubbish. A lot of it's going to be terrible. But some of it is going to be great. And so that's what we just... You don't have to be perfect. Be the best version of yourself today, which to me, today, like, I'm like a 4.5. I'm like a 4.5.
Makes it nice. If it wasn't Friday, I might be a 2, okay? Yeah. If it wasn't a Friday, I might be a 2.
It's a fuck yeah Friday. That got me out of bed with a smile on my face. But, you know, I mean, hey, it's those dog days of summer. We talk about it every year. It seems like we do a video like this. But just do the minimum. Get through it, and because the seeds you're sowing right now are the commissions or the results we're going to have in Q4 leading into Q1.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want is to come out the gate in January with all the fog of the holidays lifting.
And have like a big fat zero of like, oh shit, what do I do now? Because we know we had to spend money on gifts. We had to do things like that.
Right.
So
Travel,
now,
flights.
Oh God, don't get me. Look, we're just going to stay on Friday.
Your neck was twitching. Your neck was twitching.
But I, for whatever reason, my parents wanted to move somewhere where it's cold during the holidays, which means snow, and travel is so fun.
I think they want to see Canada. They just go like,
that's a side note. But like you're saying, like staying in it right now when you don't want to, because we're pretty optimistic. My crystal ball is a little murky, but with rates coming down, I think we're going to have a really busy fourth quarter, and I think it's going to go into the holidays of at least more refinances going on, more activity happening because of the rates coming down, whether it's the holidays or not. If people have been sitting on the sidelines, if the rates are coming down, they're ready to go. So it doesn't matter what time of year it is at that point. So I have a feeling we're going to see quite a busy fourth quarter going into the first. So it's like, what are we going to do to really make that happen so we can come into the first quarter
with the best
blazing
prospects, the best likelihood. So leave you with this is like, when you want to quit, and a lot of the real estate's been hard for a good stretch of time, you know, and remember why you started. And many of us started to help people, you know, and there's a lot of discouraged people out there. Fear is part of the news cycle, fear in the marketplace. Well, if you want to feel better and you feel discouraged, encourage somebody else.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Because if you encourage another, you yourself must be encouraged, right? And it's so true. So,
isn't there a couple other ones?
What's that?
Isn't there a couple other one of those when you're feeling discouraged? Encourage another. Well, what's your other one?
It's true for anything. If you want to feel loved, be loving. If you want to be a friend, if you want a friend, be a friend.
There we go. Yeah,
all those. I got some Ryanisms somewhere on here. Hey, I'm a 4.5. I can't remember all of them.
Okay, sorry, I put you on the spot.
Don't shoot.
But that's kind of it feels like we do a video like this every year, and it just is because we feel it. We know other people are feeling it. So we just want to let you know, like, those are our 3 ways of staying in it when we really don't want to and we want to pull the covers over the head.
Just do a little bit.
Just like starting with making the bed. Like, that's part of my routine is so making the bed. And when Luna's in there and she's curled up, I have to like kick her off because I'm like, nope, part of the routine, get the bed made.
Yeah.
So even if it's making your bed is the one thing.
Yeah, right? Hey,
that could be it.
It's
sometimes.
Not nothing.
Yeah,
right?
Seriously.
Just don't put a goose egg up. Yep. So we are with you in this journey, and we are stoked for our role in your business and opportunity. If you have any questions or you want to call and commiserate, we are here for it. And until next time, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Haley.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.